Well, thank you all for coming, and it certainly has been a journey, and I thought I would take this opportunity to kind of revisit the past, comment on the present, and then inspire you as we turn to my colleagues to move forward in the future. So just briefly, I think anyone who's gotten to know me over a period of time, they see a compilation of activities, of achievements, but I put it up because this is the work that we all do when we're in an academic setting in terms of our journey. And I think for those of you who are here, you know I went to Douglas College, but more importantly, I guess now I'm a double Rutgers alum because I'm a New Jersey Medical School alum, and I have spent my career here. But why here, right? And I think that we all have many choices. And you can see that no learning, right? For the students who are here, everything may seem like it's kind of beginning. Our journeys continue, and we definitely are lifelong learners if we're going to have mastery in what we do. Oops, and I don't want to lose that slide. But I think that what is really important for me is thinking about and having and sharing with everyone, you know, the legacy of the journey itself, you know, and you can see depicted here, you know, everything from my grandmother to my parents, you know, on the right-hand side, to my younger brother who, you know, has actually been deceased since he was 15, and that's actually a high school graduation picture, but it just kind of speaks to what today we continue to celebrate, the richness of our culture and the many identities that we share. And in the journey, and I am very proud of it, so that when people say, do you understand the vantage point? It's really important, and I've been fortunate to be able to meld my both professional and personal experiences and really keep that passion going. Yes, a product of teenage parents, you know, definitely know what it means to be uninsured and lack care because we didn't have it. But like anyone, having an opportunity to meet critical individuals at key points. So Aspida was really the first endeavor as a high school senior, saying, you know, you really need to move on, and really guiding in terms of what I needed to do. And then I am, you know, again, for those of you who are EOF, it's really a fund from the state of New Jersey that is really given to students who really meet severe economic disadvantage. It's a pretty low threshold. Went on to college, and I'm a product of the same programs that I today work so hard and shepherd. So I think I can say that I've walked the walk, and I always do it from a vantage point of what I would love to have seen, and what else did others inspire me to do. And so it's with the team, and you can see right now in terms of the grants, you know, which Dr. Sanchez spoke about, you know, the Hispanic Center of Excellence, our Health Careers Opportunity Program that was just refunded, and we're waiting right now to see what happens with our Robert Wood Johnson Foundation grant. So it is about the pipeline, and I think as you kicked off the month, you heard from some of our faculty at some point in time. You know, it wasn't pre-planned, but I was able to really have, you know, a moment where I really touched, you know, and facilitated. But all you can do, right, is to identify talent and be open about that talent, and really then help them foster to their maximum potential. And that's what we dedicate. And while it starts junior high school, we actually have been spending quite a bit of time in the 3rd and 4th grade space right now, because we know that once we go to even junior high school, it's too late. But I wanted to look at that as you see what we're focused on, right? It's clearly our patients, right? Our patients first, so all of that pipeline, whether it's my science colleagues, we're all inspired about doing good. And why not do good in all spheres, which includes for all of you is preparing that next generation and helping my colleagues maximize what they do, as well as our medical students. So I think with the mantra is everyone matters, we can all make a difference, and really working with the concept of La Familia, which I think we can all understand in the broadest sense, right? It does take a village. You know, and if we look these Hispanic Center of Excellence for myself, became a critical turning point, and we did start back in 91. This is a more recent picture where we had our faculty, our students come and join us. And how we shape everyone is not just with the pipeline programs, it's through the structured activities here at the school, it's through the structured activities for faculty as well, right? Because remember, we're learning beings and we're continuing to refine what we do. And just a quick thing, a trainee we do have, so just like you think that everything ends at an undergraduate or a medical student level in particular, we continue to refine what it looks like and what is success, and we do nurture, and Dr. Sanchez serves as my academic medicine fellowship director, which is the latest of the many years of continuing to refine and what does it take for people to really move into success. I did want to share the Northeast Regional Alliance. Anyone who knows me, I do live in truly the diverse and inclusive space. And this is what a picture looks like in the summer, and I know that Joan, who's here as our chief patient experience officer, the main thing, or chief experience officer, the main thing was that through partnering with her, our scholars who are here in the summer had an opportunity to really see care delivered from a patient's perspective, and I think that she'll share that. But that's what it looks like, and that's a partnership with other institutions, Mount Sinai, Columbia, the Staten Island AHEC, and I'm very happy to say that we just got refunded, and so we'll begin our 11th year collective journey in terms of what we will do. And the beauty of it, and you can see there for this particular one, it included Hofstra. While they'll always be dear in our hearts, our next journey really includes everyone else who's there. But collectively, we have really, really had great, great impact in what we do. And in fact, that figure that you see in the 10 years, think about it, 10 years ago we started, we were just beginning with the phase 1, which I see Victor nodding his head, and the torch has been passed on to Umberto, who joined us, and he took it, and he's pushing to the next level. But, as of the time when I did this in June, we had 176 accepted to medical school and 32 of the earliest cohorts, but that number is ever growing, and so we're really, really delighted with the outcomes. And so where are we today? We are at the 80th percentile for what we say underrepresented minorities. So this is focusing on both separately, both our Latino, Hispanic Latino students as well as African American. It is not the space we want to continue to stay in. As you know, there are many more medical schools. We were at one point above the 90th. So it does require, and it requires all of you, because we do feel that a critical mass does matter, and it does make a difference. But what is also very good is that we're also in the 80th percentile for faculty, which is a very, very unique space. And that is when today, when we're talking about academics, we're talking about the entire continuum. And just to close out this section, and it's a very busy slide, but I think that we can see that, if you look and you follow it through in terms of either multiple race, Hispanic, because we gets more challenging. But if you only went where it was just Hispanic, Latino, just a singular category, it's 633. Right, that are not in the multiple race. And today, in the room, I think we have 2 of us of the 633. So you can see it does require a lot of work and effort to rise to the ranks of the full professor. So we hopefully, through the conversations, through this session, we will inspire you to really come and join and make a difference in each of the lives of the future generations. And I just want to leave you with this. It's actually a Nelson Mandela. We always talk about action, but action without vision is only passing time. A vision without action is merely daydreaming, so it only becomes a dream. But when we combine the two, vision with action, then all range of possibilities are possible, and we can truly make the difference in the world that we need to. Thank you.